What's going on, family? Guess what, man? I got some good news. This is not financial advice. Do your own research, man. The market is up today. It ended green, 0.31% on the day. Man, who would have knew? They bounced down here around 3,900 area. In that general area was the 618. Man, they bounced up off of there like a rocket. So, I'm looking for a continuation tomorrow. I think tomorrow will be the surprise rally day because everybody thought the market was going to shoot down and fill all these gaps beneath us. But I think we have a retracement area up to about 400 to 405 area. I think we're going to test that area again. That'll be a range. They'll be coming back up in that range. So, as you know, the price action was very, very simple today, and we're just going to kind of get into it and see exactly why. And I'm going to show you exactly what I saw today. Man, this trend line held to the T today, man. It's kind of like you don't get too many days like this. The trend line held lower high, lower high. We got a 50% retracement at 1030 on the nose. They touched the trend line. That was a 50% retracement, and they ran back down to the lows, man. So that was the best trade of the day at 1030, as you can see. They even gave you a lower high just for confirmation. You could have entered on an engulfing entry, man. So beautiful trading day today. Didn't expect them to come all the way back up, but as you can see, it was a two-tiered range with a bearish bias. So they came down here, they touched this area, and they came down and they made a higher low around this time. And then from 1 o'clock all the way to the end of the day, they just rallied, man. It was unbelievable, man. The trend line held over here for the uptrend as well. So, man, these trend lines, price reacted to these trend lines well, man. They started off with 2. They had four touches. They had a high. They had a first entry, second entry long failure. Hammer off the trend line. Then we got a first entry short, pullback, second entry short, higher low, confirmation of the trend line. Man, it was just beautiful price action, man. Uptrend, going back up to fill the gap. As you know, they gapped down today. And it was kind of predictable, man. It just kind of showed you what they did, man. They just consolidated. They found a base and they went up, man. So if you just sat here and waited on these trend lines, man, you could have cleaned up today, man. It was just literally they bounced straight up right off the 618, man. So I'm thinking continuation tomorrow because everyone was so bearish. The market psychology, man, they tricked everybody today. I was expecting a bounce, but not this aggressive. So on the daily time frame, we're going to check that out, and we can see exactly what we got here, man. We got a hammer on the daily time frame, man. So I'm just gonna zoom in. Beautiful hammer here, right off of support, right off of that was resistance, previous resistance, as well as support. They bounced back there in May. Yep, they bounced there in May twice. 3 times looked like. They tested it for resistance in June and July. Twice they came up and they bounced last month. At the end of July they bounced there, and that's what created this strong push up. So now we testing it again, and I'm thinking we're gonna get some type of bounce because it'll be unexpected. So that's what I'm watching for tomorrow, man. Some continuation. If not, we got the news coming out tomorrow, the numbers. I think it's around 8:30 a.m. tomorrow. So expect the market to react to that. If this market falls, this is just a trap, a bull trap, a bear trap, should I say, and they're gonna come down to test these lows, man, around, what is that, 3750 area, 38, 380 area. So that's what we're gonna be watching tomorrow, and we're gonna just show you some sectors that I thought would be good on showing you what sectors we should be checking out for the rest of the year into next year.
You know, the course, you know, Scott, I look back at last September's meeting. So this is very important. Last September, half of the FOMC said there was no need to raise interest rates in 2022. 5 said by only a quarter a point, and the most hawkish members said we may have to raise by 50 basis points by the end of this year. So do they really have the ability to see the future? Not really. Have their predictions been good? I mean, you know, Laura Mester says, you know, don't, you know, read my lips. We're not going to lower rates. Well, you know, it was just a year ago when everyone said, I'm not even thinking about raising rates.
Okay, I got you. But you know what? That underscores your overall point, and that is I don't believe the Fed. And that's why Jay Powell has to come out and continue to be hawkish, and others have to too, because there are a lot of non-believers like you who don't think that they're going to do what they say they're going to do.
Well, they certainly didn't do what they wanted to do last year because things got a lot worse. And now when the data on the ground is getting better, I mean, I thought Powell should have said, well, what are you looking at? If you're looking at year-over-year CPI government statistics, we know that housing prices come in with a big lag.